go. 50, plant. Watching it ride. Watch one. 80 weapon.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Stevenson completes it to Samuel. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
Let's go now.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Break 3. 218, chop it. Let's go.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Go. Check 3. Check the good. Check the 10. Defense.
Now a handoff looking right. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready? Hey, defense, active. Go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. I'm scared. Dog. 3. Foxtrot. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Out. Watch 20. Get it.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a handoff looking right. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Come on, set. AT Gator. Watch the backer. Kill. Topper. Hey. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Falcons, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 52's the mic. Check 50. Watch the run. Watch safety creep. Watch safety. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Let's go now. 60 out block. Double time. Hey, you got 3 down. Hey, hard. Check 24. Watch 24.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Luke Kuechly with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Here we go. 60 on. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On 3rd down, Stevenson airing it out deep for Smith. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
I got him.
2nd and 11. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st down, here's White. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Now White lost the football, and the Panthers have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now they try the right side here. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Stevenson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Let's get it.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman. And he loses the football the second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Let's go. 8, read. 6, new draw, quarter. Check cross. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Recon, 152 fighter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Go now. 10 Lobo. Get your swarm on. 25. Check. Go.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Stevenson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally you know me.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Protein spill. 10-2 stop. Single.
Throwing on first down. Stevenson. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Go! 18 Gator. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check nine. Go!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Whip. Watch Pete Griff.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's set a tone. Check 31. Check 31.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw. Stevenson. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ready to break. 15. Mike is 80 weapon. 15. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Check. Lucky. Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Ashawn Robinson there on the stop. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Alert 3. 6-6, bullet high. Ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Stevenson. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, Mike's 50. Got you, boy. Now.
From the gun, Stevenson. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down now. It's White, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The play play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, the teetering right there on the break, aren't they?
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Back now in Atlanta. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12. Back to throw. Stevenson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 51 yards on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 34. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
They'll set up a throw, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. 2nd and 15. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Flush to his right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And again this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Stevenson. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 11, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The drive starts with a run by White. White's got a 1st down and more. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They go right back to White here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
My 52, my 52. We are squeeze, get in there. Ready.
Now back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Bang, bang, Leo. Bang, bang. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Protein spill. Let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. Stevenson. Got his target, Samuel. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Here we go. 30 base.
Get him, get him.
Hurry, hurry. Hit it.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for number 88, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, exit.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the pass. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Stevenson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, echo.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Be friendly.
Operating from the gun, Stevenson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete in the end zone. Brings up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Stevenson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And the Panthers turned away on fourth down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this